Yuichiro Hanma is one of, and depending on your opinion, the strongest character in Baki. And obviously, we don't know how strong Yuichiro Hanma is, since he's only made a couple appearances in the Baki series. But in today's video, I'm going to be comparing Yuichiro and Yujiro's strength, based off their accomplishments and techniques. So Yuichiro made his first appearance as a ghost, and this seemed to make Yujiro furious. And I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's the only person in the Baki series to belittle Yujiro Hanma to his face. Yuichiro made fun of Yujiro by saying he's only fighting against a child, yet he has so much trouble, and he told Baki to make sure he wins. But now, let's go back in time a little bit. Way back when Yuichiro was in his prime, the US government used 1,000 tons worth of bombs and ammunition on Yuichiro. The attack was even enough to change the entire shape of the island. And after this, the government sent soldiers to the shore to find Yuichiro's body. They were calm, and the atmosphere was described one similar to a picnic. But when they turned around, Yuichiro was posted up, holding the corpse of one of their soldiers. His hand unnaturally twisted the soldier's neck, and the soldiers that trailed behind while searching for Yuichiro's supposed dead body could not even turn their weapons fast enough to respond to his attacks. Yuichiro literally used humans as bullets. That's how fast he could throw you. Just imagine that. Just imagine being in an army, turning to your left, and it's just that one homie you've known forever just coming at you like a bullet. That's just terrifying to even think about. They stood no chance. They were thrown, dropped, and stepped on. And as quickly as the fight started, it ended, and the platoon of soldiers was wiped out, and they didn't even do any damage to Yuichiro Hanma at all. And when the commander learned even the battleship Yamato, which could sink 12 ships easily, couldn't kill Yujiro, the young soldiers were thinking this guy has no clue what he's dealing with. The general was under immense pressure, believing their honor was at stake, and he requested an atomic bomb to be dropped on Yuichiro. But in the end of the war was broadcasted, so the nuke was not used. It was then Yuichiro pressed a whole ship of soldiers. So this guy was just chilling on the ship when he suddenly felt a terrible shock, and one image was engraved in his brain. This guy saw Yuichiro's demon back, which is described as the pinnacle of extreme violence, and over 2,000 crew members gathered on the deck. One of the survivors described Yuichiro as a demon, which is something the crew discovered instantly. The survivors said to infiltrate the ship, you would need a truckload of tanks, but only one demon infiltrated the ship. He was completely different than a tank, but if he were to be compared to it, it would be like a first-class fighter going against small children. And every crew member, over 2,000 soldiers jumped off the ship because of Yuichiro. And within a matter of minutes, the entire crew that represented the USA had fled into the ocean, and it was declared he had defeated the United States of America. However, even though Yuichiro defeated the United States of America, in comparison to a young 16-year-old Yujiro Hanma, he made this accomplishment look like nothing. And keep in mind, Yuichiro did this while he was in his prime, and Yujiro did this when he was 16. It all started in the Vietnam War, and the soldiers were talking about how there was no way anything was left alive. And that's when a young Yujiro Hanma came out the ground and grabbed a soldier by the neck. Yujiro then used this guy's body to block the bullets the other soldiers were shooting. Yujiro just started destroying these soldiers, and when a soldier snuck up behind him with a gun to his head, Yujiro just laid him out. He punched the guy's face off. His face was literally sliding off of his skull. The captain of the army was looking very happy, but when he turned around, there was Yujiro Hanma. The captain tried to draw his gun, but well, that didn't work. The body was brought to the hospital, but then it sat up. Yujiro wore the guy's face to infiltrate the army, and he just started pummeling all these trained soldiers. He threw this dude on the ceiling. When he was finally done beating all these people up, Yujiro went outside of the building, still demolishing these soldiers. His neck should not be in that direction. Yujiro saw the president pointing a gun at him and kicked a rock at his hand, which made him drop his gun. And he stared the president in his eyes. And Yujiro nut-checked the president. He made the president's crotch curve upwards. And that's how Yujiro Hanma beat the United States of America. And also, in chapter 1 of Dappo's spin-off manga, Yuichiro threw a fight to make some money. And as he was walking away from the stadium, Dappo pulled up on him. And when Yuichiro asked Dappo what business he had with him, Dappo was mad that Yujiro threw the fight. Dappo considered this disrespectful to martial arts. And after Dappo told Yuichiro this, Yuichiro threatened Dappo and asked him what he would do about it. Dappo then jumped on Yuichiro's arm and kicked him in the jaw. Dappo broke Yuichiro's jaw, and in comparison to Yujiro's durability, Yuichiro does not compare. at least when it comes to damage done to their face. And if Yujiro can tank this hit from Hanayama with no damage and Yuichiro can't tank a hit from Dappo, it's safe to say Yujiro outclasses Yuichiro when it comes to durability. Yuichiro used a powerful technique called dress. Even Yujiro said this technique is very strong, and Yujiro admitting someone has a strong technique speaks volumes about Yuichiro. According to Yujiro, Yuichiro only used one move and it was strong and worth boasting about. The battleship was huge, and yet this one technique made the whole ship of men flee. This one move alone defeated the United States of America. And Yujiro has most likely mastered more techniques, and even though Yuichiro only used one technique, he made no more. But Yujiro has mastered all of the techniques in the world, and Yujiro even demonstrated what the dress move would look like. He picked up Baki and started swinging him extremely fast like a nunchuck. So fast indeed, Baki became semi-transparent, and as Baki was being swung around Yujiro, it really looked like Yujiro was wearing a dress. And Yujiro slammed Baki into a car, telling him not to die. Yujiro is in fact so strong, his power is described as one that exceeds nuclear impact. Yujiro is so unstoppable, the US formed peace treaties just so they wouldn't have to be on bad terms with him, and it's not like they can stop him. He was even roasting this one president, saying his control of both the country and the car sucks. And Yujiro even has the ability to spot your vital points. Yujiro and Yuichiro are both described as polar opposites. Yuichiro is a calm and collected person that doesn't seem to seek out recognition or fame. This is shown when Doppo confronted Yuichiro about throwing his fight. Yuichiro was just happy someone knew that he was strong. And obviously since he threw the match, he doesn't really care about getting fame or recognition for how strong he is. And also when Yuichiro first appeared in the Baki series, he was much more calm and collected than Yujiro. Yujiro often likes to flex and demonstrate his power. If somebody even tries to challenge Yujiro's word, he'll just kill them on sight. But at the end of the day, this is all just speculation. And until we get more information about Yuichiro Hanma, we won't be able to know for sure who's stronger. But as I've previously said, from Yujiro defeating the United States of America at the age of 16, to Yuichiro easily surviving 1,000 tons of ammunition and bombs. They're both very strong in their own right. And we gotta give Yuichiro some props because he really started this demon back thing. And also he made one of the strongest bloodlines in anime history. But that's gonna be all for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video and want to keep up with my future uploads, you can subscribe and turn post notifications on. However, if YouTube randomly decides they don't want to send out post notifications, you can join my Discord and be added whenever I make a new video. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of this video, and who you guys think is stronger. I'm genuinely intrigued in this subject. And also, I post community polls very often, deciding which character I should make a video on. And who knows, your favorite character might be on the poll. So keep an eye out for those. And also, thank you guys for the amount of support you've showed me in the past month. I went from having 20 subscribers and getting no comments to now almost being at 2K and getting hundreds of comments on each video. And that genuinely would not be possible without you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support on these videos, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.